If you fix these things, you will be happier, healthier, more grounded very, very quickly. I'm speaking from experience. I'm 35. When I was 30, I felt like I had some sort of identity crisis where nothing was really clicking like I wanted it to be, right? So from a relationship standpoint, Carly and I were dating. I wasn't as present as I probably should have been because I was just learning and new to, committed relationships and all that stuff. Financially, I was not where I wanted to be at all. Career-wise, it was fine, but it wasn't really in a direction where I wanted it to be. And then from a fitness standpoint, yes, I was strong and everything looked good from a, picture standpoint, but I felt like I was 20 or 30 years older. So there were so many things that were, if you looked on paper, you'd be like, wow, that Ricky's doing great things. If you looked at pictures, you're like, wow, everything must be clicking, but it wasn't like that in actuality. But there was a few things that I did that changed drastically. And whenever I feel like I'm going down a path where I'm like, ooh, this is probably not the best way, it's not going to lead me to any level of additional fitness, additional level of happiness, or any additional level of being more grounded, I have to tap back into these. So that's what I'm talking about today. If this is you, keep watching. We'll get right into it right now. But in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Now let's really get into it. Number one, be intentional about the direction that you're heading in. There's different directions for different aspects and areas of your life. So for me, from a marriage standpoint, I'm intentional about date nights with Carly because the direction that I want to be headed in is a great marriage and a marriage that continues to grow. Financial standpoint, I want to be intentional about where we are currently in our present finances, right? So we have a spreadsheet that we've been working through for the past 3 years. And every month we update that spreadsheet, the inputs, the outputs, and everything to make sure that we are on track or heading in a direction that we want to be in. From a fitness standpoint, I've wanted to be better at running. So I used to just run and that was great, but I just didn't have any sort of intentional direction. So I wasn't really getting a ton better. I was getting a little bit better. So I hired a running coach who's one of my good friends from back home that I went to high school with, but it allows me to be intentional about what I want to do. There's so many other things. Fatherhood. I want to spend the most time in the most present time with Maslin, my daughter, as I possibly can. So in the morning, coffee with her in the morning. She doesn't drink coffee. I drink coffee. In the evening, making sure that we spend present time after dinner. Other aspects of life as well, where I'm like, I need to be intentional about the direction, because if I'm intentional about the time that I spend, then the direction is going to be even compounded and I'm going to get to where I want to get to even faster, but not always focusing on getting to where I want to get to. It's the present moment is that much better. So be intentional about the direction that you're heading, which also just means being intentional about what you're doing in the moment so that it's conducive to the direction that you want to go. Number two, who you date and who you are in a relationship and who you marry matters. Now, this is something where I feel like I have made a phenomenal pick and I've noticed all the changes in my life, but who you date is going to help you be a better man. And if you're watching this and you're a woman, a better woman. And it's just going to make you feel more grounded because there's so many aspects and qualities and things that you don't have that other partner has that is going to help enhance you. That's going to make your dreams come that much closer because now you have a partner in crime. You have a partner that's there with you. And the other thing is, if you're not, it goes back to intentionality and direction. If you're not choosing the right people or the right person, and if you're not the right person showing up or even trying to be the right person, let me take a step back. I was not the right person for so many years. And even now I'm like, oh, I have to audit myself. I have to do things to make sure that I'm just being a better man and showing up the best that I can. But you know that you're not choosing right, then what you're doing is you're delaying some of the things that you want to see come to fruition in life because you're wasting time. And by the way, I hate videos where people are like, oh, this person, because they're worthless and this and that. No, I don't like that at all. It's just sometimes people are not on the same wavelength. It doesn't mean they're a bad person or anything. It's just you could be wasting time with somebody who it just doesn't fit and it doesn't work with who you're trying to be and where you're trying to go. So make sure that you are spending the right time with the right people because we can't get that time back. And if you're wasting time, you're just wasting time. You don't get it back. Number three, this is like from a fitness standpoint, and I say it from a happiness standpoint for me, and maybe I'm selfish, but learn to cook or do something. I love cooking. I make most of the meals here in the house because I love doing it. It is my decompression. I love getting in the kitchen. I love being out on the smoker. It's something that allows me to nourish my family, to make sure that we are the healthiest that we possibly can be, the fittest that we possibly can be, which allows us to have that much more energy. If you are constantly eating out, you're constantly snacking, you're constantly putting inputs in your body, you're not going to get energy, but you're going to get outcomes that you don't want. Right? So make sure that you are doing things that are conducive to your health. So I say cooking, whatever that is for you. Number four, trading intensity for consistency. I've seen this so much in work and in working out. I used to work out at such an intense level all the time. I still do, but I couldn't be consistent with my intensity because I would bury myself for, the first 3 days of the week. And then the last 3 days that I would work out, I just wouldn't have it in me. Now I'm so much more consistent and it feels better. Same thing from a career standpoint. I used to just go, go, go. At the minute that I woke up in the morning, I was 5 a.m. I was emails and doing all this type of stuff while I was on my way to the gym and at the gym on the Stairmaster doing this stuff. And I'd be nonstop work. And then late at night, I was just so intense. And then I would hit heavy periods of burnout where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be at this company. I don't want to be at this job. I don't want to be doing this entrepreneurship venture. I wasn't consistent. I was just intense in spurts. Right now, what I'm focusing on is just being consistent. I've seen so many improvements and gains in just being consistent. This is career-wise, this is showing up as a father, this is showing up as a dad, this is showing up as a husband. If you are consistent, that beats talent over time, that beats intensity over time, and it allows you to not get to a level of burnout, because consistency, it's like it evens everything out, right? So if you want to feel happier, healthier, more grounded, find areas that you can be consistent in. And you really see this a lot at the beginning of the year with people, is they'll have these big New Year's goals and they'll be so intense about them for 2 weeks and they fall off. And I'm like, I don't think it's because they're incapable of doing the thing. I think it's because they just valued so much intensity over consistency, and they over expected what they could do. And because they didn't get that result, they're like, ooh, well, if I was just consistent and pull back some, I'm still not going to get the result. And that's not the case. You will get a result, and you will get a better result if you're consistent over time. It may take longer, but it's going to be better and it's going to be more sustainable. And last but not least, tell the truth about what's actually draining you. If you want to be happier, you want to be healthier, you want to be more grounded, and you're saying, these are the things I want, then that means that there's something that's probably draining you. And I'm not saying that it's like draining you in some major way, but it might be draining you a little bit. You know, from a transparent standpoint, last year I had just gotten out of a job that I was like, I didn't realize for a year prior, it was actually draining me. It was draining the way that I showed up. And it was like parting of ways happened. I felt so much relief. And I didn't realize that how much it actually was taking of me just to like get up and get things going and show up and everything. And then once that left, I was like, oh, this feels great. And it's like, no shame on the people, no shame on the organization or anything like that, or no shade to anybody. But I was like, oh, from where I wanted to go in life, there just wasn't alignment. And sometimes, you know, what's draining you isn't a bad thing. It's just you're out of alignment. And if you're always working with out of alignment, over time, it's going to not feel the best. It's like when you're driving on a car and the wheels are out of alignment. It's like, yeah, the car can still drive, but there's something that's just like kind of a little bit off. And if you keep driving it over and over and over, and years and years and years go by, that little bit of out of alignment creates massive issues, right? So those little things that are draining you, if you identify them early, if you're honest with them early, you change those things earlier, you're going to feel better. You're going to be that much more grounded. You're going to allow for more fulfillment in your life, because you're able to take something away and add something that adds something to you and where you want to be and where you want to become. So that's it for the video. Again, happier, healthier, fitter, more grounded. Those things you can do right now and change some things right now and feel some relief and get better right now. Just do them and do them consistently. So I hope you all enjoy the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.